In Love with My Boss. Episode 2. Kevin's POV. Kevin sat in his car, drumming his fingers on the steering wheel as he waited at the red traffic light. His thoughts swirled with mixed emotions. On one hand, he felt an unexpected happiness from his interaction with Michael. The boy's enthusiasm and the way he hugged him gave Kevin hope, a chance to connect with Angela through her son. On the other hand, disappointment tugged at him. He had left the party too soon. He knew the moment he saw Tommy descending the stairs that he'd lost his composure. Why did I leave? He thought bitterly. I could have stayed, kept things professional, and proven I belong in that space. He sighed, gripping the steering wheel tighter. It's true that I had to drive Mama to her friend's house, but it wasn't an emergency like I made it seem. I just panicked. Lost in thought, Kevin didn't realize the light had turned green until the honking of a car behind him jolted him back to reality. Startled, he glanced at the light. Blue. Right, let's move, he muttered, pressing the gas pedal and driving off. Back at Angela's house, Angela had just stepped back into the living room when Mabel approached her, holding a clipboard. There you are. I've been looking for you. Angela smiled. I stepped out for a few minutes to see Kevin off. He had an emergency. Mabel raised a brow but shrugged. All right, everything's ready. Should I bring the cake for Michael to cut? Angela glanced at the crowd of kids running up and down the stairs. Yes, no need to wait. Go ahead. I'll bring the kids from upstairs. Mabel grinned and hurried off to the kitchen, leaving Angela alone. She turned toward the stairs, ready to gather the children, when Tommy appeared, blocking her path. Where have you been? He asked, his tone sharp. Angela frowned, crossing her arms. Why is everyone asking me that today? I stepped out to say goodbye to one of my colleagues. It was just a few minutes. Tommy's jaw tightened. That boy? What's he to you? Angela raised an eyebrow. Kevin? He's my assistant. You should know him by now. You see him often enough when you visit the office. Tommy scoffed, folding his arms. I saw the way you were laughing with him and Michael earlier. Michael hardly laughs with me like that. Maybe you need to remind him who's dating his mother. Angela felt her patience slipping. Maybe you need to do more to connect with him as someone who claims to care about me, she shot back. Tommy's eyes narrowed. You're seeing your employee off now? Angela's voice grew cold. What exactly do you mean by that? Is my employee not a human being? Or do you have something else to say? Tommy shook his head. Nothing. Good, Angela said sharply, turning on her heel. Excuse me. As she climbed the stairs, she could feel Tommy's eyes boring into her back. His jealousy was beginning to wear on her, but she refused to let him control her. Tommy stayed rooted to the spot, his thoughts churning. He clenched his fists as a bitter realization took root.